We can be sure of certain things in our Catholic tradition. One thing we can be sure of, and we hear this right in the scriptures, is that God sees all things, both the good works we do, but also the evil that we bring about. God sees it all, and he will reward us for the good works that we do, and also punish those who act wickedly. We hear that so often in the scriptures that it's an undeniable fact of our Catholic faith, of the Judeo-Christian tradition. And in today's gospel, Jesus is saying that we are meant to know this very well. If we do things on earth to be recognized and for men to love us, then we receive our reward. But God, who sees all, looks upon us. And if we do things out of humility, not seeking grandizement, not seeking to be first, not seeking to be noticed and be treated in a special way, if we do things for love of God and love of neighbor without searching for something for ourselves, being self-serving and seeking our own reward, then God, who sees what we are doing secretly, will reward us, and he will give us a great treasure. And I think that's actually a very comforting thought, because when you think about it, so many people lead lives of heroism, a heroism that is unseen and silent. Think about a child who's taking care of an elderly parent and putting their own career or their own desires on hold out of love of them. Think of a parent who's taking care of a sick child. How much love, effort, energy, and care must go into that little one. Think of somebody who's working very hard for their family, perhaps 2, 3 jobs, or one job working overtime hours, dedicating themselves. Not very many people outside the family see it, and yet they're offering themselves with all of their free time, energy, and enthusiasm for their family. Think about somebody who's persecuted for the faith, not just in far-off countries, but even here in places like North America, where a person can feel belittled for their Catholic beliefs, for the truths of the Catholic faith, for advocating a Catholic morality. Those people too will receive a mighty reward from God, who sees in secret. So I think that really the message of today's gospel should comfort us. We shouldn't look for the rewards of men, a pat on the back or lauding and praise in this life, because that passes so quickly. But what we should do is look forward to a reward from God for our faithfulness, for our love, because he sees all things and he will in fact reward us. I mean, being a Christian in this life doesn't always give us the greatest rewards. Quite often it can seem like we do so many things and yet nobody really takes notice. And while that can be true, God does. And that's something we can never forget. Sure, we might not receive great rewards for being faithful Christians in this life. We might not receive a great deal of money. We might not receive a great deal of fame or fortune. But I can assure you that we will receive much more in the next life. I can guarantee that the reward we receive from God will be out of this world. And that's so very true. So next time you're making great sacrifices, labors, or loving people, and no one notices, take heart. God, your Father in heaven, notices that. He loves you, and he loves that activity. Have confidence in him. And he who sees you in secret will one day reward you. May God bless you.